I'm going to talk to the title of the bill. The title of this bill, I think, it's a misnomer. It's called the Employment Relations Act. That's what it's going to be called, the Employment Relations Act. And actually, I don't think that describes the content of this bill at all. And like the previous speaker, I don't think it's terribly funny either, but I am going to try and make some points based on the title of this act. I guess we could call it the Undermining Employment Relations Act, because that's what it does. It basically sets up a situation where employers are much more advantaged over workers, where the employment relationship can and will become even more stressful, because this bill doesn't give any signal to employers that this is the type of environment where they should be investing in their workers, where they should be providing good relationships, where they should be providing good conditions, where they should be ensuring that they can speak up at work and take an active part in the planning of their work. Basically have some democracy on the work site. This Act is not going to do that, so let's call it the Undermining Employment Relations Act. We could also call it the Undermining Every Piece of Health and Safety Legislation There Ever Is to Be Act, because this is what the bill will do. It will undermine the legislation that this House is looking at around health and safety, because it will do that in two ways. It will do that through removing the right for a worker to have a tea break or a rest break. And we've heard from other speakers examples of people who've worked continuously, hour after hour after hour, day after day after day, in dangerous and isolated working conditions, who needed a break, who absolutely needed a break. And because they don't get breaks, because they are required to work all the hours of the day and night, these are the people who are being harmed at work or who are not coming home from work at all. The second way that this bill undermines all our health and safety legislation, and why the bill should be called the Undermining Health and Safety Legislation Act, sir.
I regret the fact that I have to interrupt the member, but time has come for me to report progress. I will do so.
Members, the House is resumed. Mr Chairman.
Mr Speaker, the committee has considered the Employment Relations Amendment Bill and reports progress.
The question is that the report be adopted. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. The Employment Relations Amendment Bill is set down for further consideration in committee next sitting day. And the House stands adjourned until 2 p.m. on Tuesday, the 28th of October 2014. Good afternoon.